So it's been a while since I've answered all of your questions. So recently I gave you guys the opportunity to ask me any questions you want about GTA 6, the channel, or anything else. Now I do want to state at this point in the video quite early on, once again, as I've said in many of my videos in the past, I am not an insider for GTA 6. All I've done is spend a lot of time researching the leaks and the trailers and stuff, so every answer I give to the questions is purely based on what my opinion is, based on the landscape of the GTA 6 community at the moment. So without further ado, let's get into it. First question's from Fishy. What is your favourite dinosaur? Obviously there's only one correct answer for this. It's a T-Rex. Could a modern day Grama feature in GTA 6? Could be filled with Easter eggs related back to Red Dead Redemption 2? I personally believe yes, it's possible. With the Caraparico heist in GTA 5, that was definitely Rockstar playing around with some tropical elements and using some of the knowledge that they gained from Red Dead Redemption 2 to create this tropical vibe. I definitely think, considering where GTA 6 is based, and we have the coastal areas of Florida, such as the Bahamas, we have Cuba, I do think that we'll definitely have some form of island away from the main map. I don't think it will be a modern day Guarma. I think it will realistically be a play on Cuba or the Bahamas. Loving your videos as always, especially the editing. Thank you so much, dude. Do you have any big plans for your channels that you can tell us? Also, will you do any game playthroughs before GTA 6 like GTA 5 or something else? So firstly, in terms of my channels, I've got a couple of channels at the moment. I've got this channel, I've got Zero, and I've got the Waffle channel. The Waffle channel is where I just waffle about stuff. I don't really post that much on there. And my other channel, Zero, is mini dark documentaries. These aren't really anything to do with Grand Theft Auto. There is one Grand Theft Auto video going up on there, but overall I'm trying to keep that mainly separate from this channel. In terms of game playthroughs, I'm hoping to play through the entirety of Mafia, the new Mafia that's coming out. I was also debating doing a Black Ops 6 story playthrough. Let me know if you want that, especially now I've got the PS5 Pro, so we could make some really cool videos. Let me know down below. Do you think those of us that have grown up will have the same fun in GTA 6 as we had back in GTA 5, assuming GTA 6 will deliver? Personally, I think yes, potentially more, but talking to a few of the creators, this is something that we talk about a lot. Being a creator, I know that my playthroughs of GTA 6 might be less enjoyable than if I was just playing through for the sake of playing through. Just because when making a video, you have to think about how you're capturing things or switching your fields of view or anything from first person to third person. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to generally think about when recording content. But I think overall, because we're all so excited for GTA 6, no matter who you are, you'll definitely get a lot of enjoyment out of the game. I think I look back on GTA 5 with a sense of nostalgia because at the time when that came out, I was 16 years old. And now I'm coming up on 27 years old in just a week's time. What made you want to start creating your own content and what has been the most rewarding part? I'd say the thing that made me want to start creating my own content is because for years I've edited for other people and being responsible for millions of views on other people's channels whilst not really having that sense of ownership over the content. I think for 10 years it was okay, it was acceptable, but as I started to get a little bit older, I wanted to do something a bit more for myself, which is why I created this channel. I think the most rewarding part by far is the community we've built. You know, recently on some of my live streams I've had up to 2,000 of you at once in the live streams, and even on a bad day we're still getting a couple of hundred people watching at once. So having this really strong community where we all talk about the one thing we're interested in, which is Grand Theft Auto, is definitely the most rewarding part. When GTA 6 releases, what kind of content are you planning to do? So initially I'm going to be doing playthroughs of the game, of course, and then whenever we get online, whether that's later or with release, I'm not too sure, but I'll obviously be doing different game modes and stuff online, but also tips, tricks, facts, glitches, and later down the line maybe some lore. But overall I think my channel will really start to take off with the online content, especially playing with the other guys, especially playing online. We're doing funny challenges with the boys like Jetro, Justin, Bailey Points, Project Vice, and Fishy. I reckon we can make some really funny videos. The next question is, what's my favourite thing about making content and where do I see my channel in a few years? Now my favourite thing about making content is the fact that I get to be creative. Every single idea or concept I put into a video usually stems from a fun thing that I wanted to do. A lot of the videos I've made recently have literally just been because I wanted to make them. In particular, the Dig VR video, although it's not a very well performing video, you're all here for GTA 6, which is fine. There's still one of those videos that I just wanted to make, and having the ability to put it out and actually get feedback from the game's developer themselves was a really rewarding thing for me. In terms of where I see the channel in a few years, honestly, I have no idea. There's all the chance that when GTA 6 comes out, loads of other GTA 6 channels could bury me into oblivion and no one would watch my content anymore. But at the same time, there's also the opportunity for me to rise above that and become quite a successful channel. I'm not going to bother myself too much with it or think too much about it. I'm just here for the ride. And to be honest, I'm amazed we got as far as we have just in the past year alone. What keeps you sane whilst waiting for more info from Rockstar? That is, if you even consider yourself sane, because I definitely don't consider myself sane at this point. To be honest, after trailer 1, I was really desperate for trailer 2, and after a couple of months, I'll be honest, I don't feel like I'm that desperate for trailer 2. Like I still have loads of videos that I'd like to make. I'm excited to see what trailer 2 will look like, and to be honest, the longer it takes them, the probably more rewarding the content within the trailer is going to be, and realistically, we'll probably be receiving pre-orders around that sort of time anyway. So at the moment, I'm just biding my time and seeing how things go. Next question is, I always wondered, why do you wear a face mask and how many do you have? So this is a question I get a lot. The pinned video on my channel goes into details about why I wear a mask. It's not because I'm an international criminal, it's just because as my channel gets bigger, I kind of like my privacy, and I think that that's something we should totally normalize. Also as well, initially it was just a privacy thing, but as the channel's grown, it's actually become a brand identifier. Like, it actually helps distinguish my content from other people's content whenever I do videos or live streams that show the mask and everything. So yeah, I mean, some people could see it as an annoying thing that I don't show my face. Some people have been very vocal about not liking it, but at the end of the day, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch my videos. Overall, it was more of a privacy thing, and you know, people seem to think that I've gone above and beyond. It's just a balaclava and a set of glasses. It's nothing too extreme. But obviously, as the channel's evolved, it has become more of a, I'll be honest, a marketing tool. It's worked in my favor. Here's a question from Stevie Wonderkid. Heard on the Fishy podcast that you've owned a bunch of cars over the years. What has been my favorite and why? I'd probably say my E93 M3. I had that quite some years ago now. I'd say that's probably my favorite car I've owned, but from a character perspective, I've had quite a lot of Mark 1 MX-5s, or Miatas as you call them in the US. So I'd say that's got to be up there as well. To be honest, I've had so many cars. I think we're now up to probably somewhere near 30 odd vehicles. So yeah, to be honest, I have loved most of them. I think the worst car I've ever bought was an Audi RS5. Genuinely, I don't think I'll ever buy an Audi again. If you compare that to like Mercedes and BMWs of the similar price point in terms of build quality, fit and finish, the Audi RS5 inside is pretty much just a VW Golf with different badges. I personally didn't see the quality of materials reciprocating over those brands. With all the different body types we've seen from the trailer and leaks, will the combat system make it more difficult to take down bigger opponents as Lucia compared to Jason? Now this is a really interesting one, because in Red Dead Redemption 2 we had far more complex physics models built into the game. Our characters in Red Dead definitely felt like they had a lot of weight to them, and I do think that this is something that will be reciprocated with GTA 6. Now in terms of how different body types and body weights and dynamics affect that, I'll be really keen to see how that plays out, but that does look like something that Rockstar would do. So we'll just have to wait and see when the game comes out. When do you think we'll get some news on the Rockstar Online modding engine or CFX officially? To be honest, I think that we probably won't get anything this side of Christmas. The most realistic time frame for us getting information about that might even be pushed back to post GTA 6's release. If you want to know more information about this, I dropped a video about this yesterday, so make sure you go and check it out by clicking the banner on the top right hand corner. What do I think car customization will be like? Hopefully they make car customization far more realistic. For example, being able to adjust the acceleration curves and the kind of mapping of the cars to give you different advantages for doing different sorts of races would be a really cool added touch, but also taking more inspiration from different car cultures. At the moment, there's a large emphasis in GTA Online with West Coast modifications, but also there's a lot of emphasis on the JDM culture. But a lot of that JDM culture isn't exactly portrayed accurately, even though it's still really incredible how far Rockstar have gone with it. I do think they could definitely do a better job. I do think they definitely need to include the whole Euro scene in that. Give us some proper hot hatches. Do you think GTA 6 is going to try and follow in the footsteps of Roblox and have a large amount of unique user experiences with this new Rockstar Online modern engine feature? I think potentially yes, but it all depends on the lifespan of the game and what Rockstar are trying to aim towards with the longevity in the market. There's always a correlation between user-generated content and longevity in the market, and user-generated content does help keep retention in the game and keep people playing for longer, but the problem with that is user-generated content can often ruin the game. Too much UGC can affect the experience for the players negatively. I think personally, Rockstar would try and include their modding engine in GTA, but in a non-destructive way. In a way that means that you can either have it on or off, or totally separate from your user experience altogether. Do you think Rockstar will ever return to San Fierro or Las Venturas in GTA 7 or 8? Watch Dogs 2 gave us an idea of what modern San Fierro could look like. Now, in my personal opinion, I didn't like Watch Dogs 2 as a game. I thought some of the scripting was a bit cringe, and I'm going to get so much hate for saying this, but I wouldn't put GTA San Andreas in my top 3 GTAs. My top 3 GTAs are GTA 5, GTA 4 and GTA Vice City, but that's just because of the nostalgia. So to be honest, I'm not too sure on San Fierro or Las Venturas making a return in GTA 7, but I'm also probably going to be dead when GTA 7 comes out. Question from Jetro: if Rockstar hit you up and let you add one feature of your choice to GTA 6, what would you add? I would add boat interiors. There's some big boats in GTA 5, obviously not a lot, but the fact that we can't fully explore their interiors other than the super yachts, which, let's be honest, are pointless. I would like a far more in-depth boat life within GTA 6. Which characters from GTA 4 and 5 would you like to see return in 6? I hope Louise from the Ballad of Gay Tony returns. Personally, I hope that there aren't many references to the Ballad of Gay Tony in GTA 6. The main reason I say that is GTA Online at the moment has a lot of references like Yusuf, Amir and all of these other characters that feel like they're a little bit misplaced in the online world. So having them coming straight back into GTA 6, it would feel too much like a continuation of GTA 5. And in my personal opinion, I would like GTA 6 to be entirely separate. However, as we know, the game was previously known as Project Americas, and they were planning to include some of the South Americas in the game. Now, if we're to believe some of the leaks and speculation that's come out over the past couple of years, apparently this is now being axed from the game, and they chose to simplify the game in itself. I personally believe that this gives them some options to create some story mode DLCs in the future, and in those story mode DLCs, I would love Ned Luke to return as Michael DeSanta in GTA 6. That would be incredible. Do you think certain elements from previous GTA games will be missing in GTA 6 that you will be disappointed or underwhelmed? Also, what food/snacks do you plan on binging while playing GTA 6? So Rockstar have always had a really heavy emphasis on the story mode and the complexity of the characters, but over the past 8 years in particular, GTA Online has really exploded, which means that there will be a lot more emphasis on the online component of the game. I'm just hoping that this isn't at the detriment to the story mode. If they skimp out on the story mode for the sake of spending more time on online, that would be the only thing that would really disappoint me in GTA 6. And what food/snacks? I'm going to say celery. I don't know what it is. I've always loved celery. I'm weird. I know. Bully me in the comments. How big would the difference be between GTA 6 on the PS5 and PS5 Pro? The truth is, we really don't know, but it's very likely that there will definitely be some noticeable differences. The main reason I say this is because a lot of the games at the moment on the market that are being used to compare the PS5 and PS5 Pro are PS5 games. They haven't been designed with the PS5 Pro in mind. Now, if we're to believe some of the speculation that's been going on in the industry recently, it looks like Rockstar and Sony will be partnering together to do some sort of marketing edition of the PS5 Pro and PS5 consoles. It's also no secret that Rockstar usually get developer kits from Sony, sometimes years in advance, to help develop the games on. Based on the information that we have at the moment, it does look like GTA 6 was developed on the PS5 Pro, so I do believe that the best performance, the best frame rates, the best draw distances and the best overall graphics fidelity could potentially be achieved on the PS5 Pro. Even if it's not natively done with PSSR, there will definitely be a small but noticeable difference. So I think you made a video about how people were talking about GTA 6 was going to be woke and why you said that you don't think it will be, but what do you think they would have to do to make it woke? To be honest, like I said before, and I want to say this categorically before this question, I don't think the game will go woke at all. Rockstar's Rockstar, and for them to fundamentally change that, they should be removing an absolute ton of things that are currently in GTA. I personally don't think they're going to go woke, but if they were to, hypothetically speaking, that would involve them removing all of the edgy humour. And also that would be Rockstar forgetting that offence is taken, not given. Face reveal when GTA 6 releases. Nope, I don't believe I'm ever going to do a face reveal. Do I wish for the moon theory to be true? To be honest, I don't even know. Anything that means we get trailer too soon would be good, I guess. I don't know. Could you maybe say, hey, trade or sell cars in GTA 6 Online where players could be cool, maybe even give money? Yeah, I do believe that Rockstar implementing their own buying and selling platform between users and GTA Online is definitely needed. Obviously this has been done in other games like Forza, but the only reason I think that Rockstar might avoid it is because at the moment, when you buy a car in GTA Online, say for example, you buy a shark card and you use some of that money to buy a car in GTA Online, the second you get in that car, a $1 million car is worth $300,000 in the game, for example. Rockstar can dictate the market, and they can also falsely create their own inflation in the markets. If users are trading cards between them and setting their own prices, this means that Rockstar lose control of the ecosystem in GTA Online and potentially devalues the value of shark cards. So although I would love this feature to be in the game, I also don't think it's particularly likely Rockstar will do it. So that's all the questions you guys asked. If you do have any more, make sure you drop them down in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'm just looking for a cheap thrill, put it on my neck. I keep doing this dance with that.